So I basically just got tired of waiting and tired of having these meetings that didn't go anywhere. And basically enough of the fans out there told me, why don't you just do a crowdfunding thing? Fans told me this. And I finally am ready to do it. It started out as just like a catchy name to name an album. You know, like marketing wise, it was like, oh, my name is Reese. Of course the album should, let's, you know, think of something cool and clever, you know? And this producer thought of it and, you know, thanks, and it's all good. But it actually evolved into a actual, like a real thing for me, not just a name for an album that was cute, you know, because of what is going on in my career, in my life, you know, the process of making the album. I made this album twice, you know, and so I really literally had to reset and then reset again, you know, and not too many people have made albums. And so if you haven't, just to let you know, it's like working on a project for years, and then, you know, for me, I worked on a whole set of songs with this one producer, and at the end of the day, he wanted a lot of money per each, you know, for each track. We started off the process agreeing on one thing, and then it didn't end up that way. So I had to literally walk away from him, the situation, everybody involved, and I just had to get my mind right to actually go in and record a whole nother album, knowing I had a great album done, just waiting to be mixed. But the producer would not take it to the mix engineer because he wanted like $20,000 a track in like 2010, 11, and 12. So for years I've been trying to get that price lowered, and I couldn't, and I just wasn't going to, you know, I wasn't gonna do that. It's ridiculous, you know, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, if it's Rick Rubin, I get it, you know, Pharrell Williams, I get it, but, and not to say that these songs aren't amazing and great and worth it, but I just couldn't afford it. So I couldn't afford it, and it wasn't right. It just didn't make sense. And it wasn't what I agreed upon. So I had to like get over that, you know, and it took years for me to get over it. And I finally did, and I started a new album with new people. And it was truly a reset because I started working with people that actually wanted to finish songs, and people that wanted to work with me, and people who did. And so that's why we have this album reset. It's the second time coming, but nonetheless, it's the right one at the right time. Music is very much devalued at the point where if anyone really knew how much it costs to actually, how much it costs to actually get a song done, you would know that you need to pay more than 99 cents for it. Bottom line. There's people involved, there's a studio involved, there's electric bills involved, there's time involved, there's musicianship involved that took 15 and 20 years to develop. There's hours out of our life brain that we're just focusing on this 4 minutes of music, and you're paying 99 cents for it. And then someone's taking 3% of that, you know, off the top. And it's like, yeah, if you guys really sat down and did a day or a week, sometimes it takes a week to do a song, you know, for me, you would realize you need to pay more than 99 cents. So I definitely agree, music is devalued completely. Recently I've tried to get major label deals, and it's like, you know, you get the runaround, you know. I have great music, I have, you know, great producers on my project, but I have to pay them because they're not just the homie down the street, you know, that wants to hook me up. They are Reese fans, and that's why they gave me their time at a discounted rate, but they still have a rate. And I want to pay them, you know, and I feel like the music that we make is worth it. But it seems like the only people who really find the value in it are the fans. Because right now, the middleman who's supposed to care enough doesn't. With social media, you can get directly to your fans, you know. I, you know, have like a love-hate thing with the social media because, you know, I guess when it works for me, I love it, you know, and when I can ask someone a question and say, hey, I need Photoshop the suite, and 20 people hit me back in 5 minutes wanting to give me a code for it, then that works, you know, that's great. But then there's times where my personal opinion, or, you know, it feels like I have to share my life with someone just because I sing a song that they liked 10 years ago. That's when I get like weird, you know, or when people tell me, oh, you gotta basically tweet your life away, you gotta constantly tweet and constantly have something to say about every social thing going on in America, and or you should, read the newspaper so you can have something to tweet about. It's like, I don't really read the newspaper, so now I'm doing things that's not even me to show someone that I'm relevant, and it's like, that's weird to me. So it's like, but the benefit is situations like a crowdfunding. When I am the artist that knocks on from major label doors to indie doors to, working with my friends to, and then all of that not working out, and now I'm walking around the streets or wherever I'm at, and people are stopping me, asking me like, we want to support, how can we support? I have people come to my shows that could be on the guest list, and they're constantly like, well, are you going to get this money? If you're going to get this money, then I don't want to be on the guest list. And it's like, yeah, that's a small way to support. And those people, they want to even support more. So now it's like, okay, I'm going to give them a real opportunity with the crowdfunding to actually help me do exactly what I want to do, which is music. I'm not sitting here wanting to do anything else. The music that I have in my computer, I want to release it, but I also want it done. And I also want it at a certain level. And they want it that way too. So now I'm just knocking out the middleman that you think you need, but you really don't. And if people just give me the funds, then the music will get done. If I did it, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago, it would have been kind of like I'm kind of embarrassed that I'm doing it. But now, after I see like my peers doing it, like De La Soul and, Layla Hathaway and people like that, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sitting here with a bunch of fans that want something from me that I can't afford to do right now. And, and they're saying they want to help. Why am I not in a place where I'm just accepting someone's help? They tell me every day how my music helped them. Every single day, if I walk outside with braids in my hair, people are like, yo, your song did this, or your song did that, and they want to give back, and they think they're giving back by telling me, and they are. And that is what is making me say, okay, now I'm going to ask you.
We have to do this really quick.
I get the same way.
We have 15 seconds.
Okay.
All right, so this is my friend Reese.
Hey.
And she's got a new project called
Reset.
And you can help support it by going where?
To Indiegogo. And it's going to be called the Reset Campaign, I think. Help Reese reset.